Welcome to the 7th episode of Mario Kart Origins. This series will be going over every Mario Kart, meaning not just the mainline games, but the arcade games tour and home circuit as well. And in this episode we'll be covering the second entry in not just the mainline games, Mario Kart Arcade Grand Prix 2. Developed by Bandai Namco and released in 2007, this is a sequel to 2005's Mario Kart Arcade Grand Prix. It is also the first direct sequel to a Mario Kart game. I remember first playing the game at my local Chuck E. Cheese. They didn't have it until many years later after I went regularly with my siblings, but if they had it when I used to go all the time, I would have never been able to leave. I already had a hard time leaving to begin with. The thing with Mario Kart Arcade Grand Prix 2 is that it's extremely similar to the first game. If Mario Kart Arcade Grand Prix was Mario Kart 8, Arcade Grand Prix 2 would be 8 Deluxe. If you played Grand Prix 2, you've also played the first one. What this means is that it's essentially a deluxe version of Mario Kart Arcade Grand Prix with some new additions. So what were the new additions? We have two brand new cups. The Yoshi Cup takes you through an amusement park with bright colors and Yoshi's Island references. There's even a Luigi's Mansion segment of the track, which is super cool. Super Nintendo World before Super Nintendo World. Then we have the Waluigi Cup. The tracks in this stage take you through a stadium with robotic dinosaurs, because when I think of Waluigi, the first thing that comes to mind is robotic dinosaurs, of course. To be fair though, I think it's definitely something Waluigi would be interested in. The tracks here are very well designed, and the presentations for both are excellent. The tracks are vibrant and colorful, and the music is great as always. Two new characters were added. Waluigi makes his Mario Kart Arcade debut, and is definitely the most worthy of being in a Mario Kart game. But the other new character is so downright bizarre, I have to talk about him. Timothy Darden, if you're watching this, I read your comment and you bet I'm gonna answer. Mamechi the Tamagotchi is in Mario Kart. Yes, Tamagotchi, the virtual pet from the 1990s, is in Mario Kart. He is easily the most out there character in Mario Kart, or really any Nintendo game for that matter. Rob was weird, but Mamechi takes a cake. But you know what? I like his addition. This isn't a Mario Kart you're gonna play constantly, so I'm fine with the guest characters, even with ones as out there as Mamechi. The other new additions are just carts and a few new items. There's not a whole lot to say, but if you ever wanted Luigi to become a train conductor, Blinky to be a pilot, and Miss Pac-Man to have her cake and drive it too, well now's your chance. But Mario Kart Arcade Grand Prix 2 has a big new addition that wasn't seen in the first game, and that was the addition of live color commentary throughout the race. This game has narration when you race, and it really gets you pumped. Here are some examples of it.
Here we are live from Mario Highway. This wonderful seaside oval is bleached by the dazzling sun. And now, we begin the race. Mamechi shot an item from Wario. Needlebomb has blown the tires. Mamechi shoots the basin. Bingo! Ms. Pac-Man shot an item. Hit! Bowser is now left behind. Donkey Kong, Waluigi, both drivers refuse to give up. Toad is hit by the big and small tire. Toad is falling behind. Blinky shoots Boo. Wario, Boo is hanging on the handle, making the wheel heavy. Waluigi, flawless.
It did get me thinking though. The announcer speaks English, and he had involvement with the game. This could be the first time ever we hear about Mario Kart development on YouTube. We'll get to find out what it was like working on the game, as well as getting to know the announcer, along with some questions such as why Mario Kart Arcade Grand Prix 2 never saw a console release. Ladies and gentlemen, you are about to witness the very first Mario Kart developer interview on YouTube. Here's the announcer himself, Justin Berti.
You are now watching Demeech.
Hey everyone, Demeech here, and I am joined by a very special guest today. This is the one and only, the announcer from Mario Kart Arcade GP, Justin Berti.
Thank you.
Great to have you here.
Much. Thank you. I appreciate it. No, please sit down. Sit down. It's okay.
Well, before we get everyone back into their seats, I'd like you to introduce yourself. What are you known for? What do you do? Because we know you did Mario Kart, but there's a lot more to you than just Mario Kart.
Yes, there is. So my name is Justin Berti. Thank you for having me on. I'm honored to be interviewed. I really haven't been interviewed for any of the things I've done in the entertainment industry, and there are many TV shows that I've been in and films that I thought I'd be interviewed for but never have. So it's amazing I'm getting interviewed for something I did 13 years ago that most people don't even know that I did the voice for the Mario Kart arcade version. I lived in Japan for 12 years. and it was an amazing experience. I mean, to make a long story short, it was like living the life of a rock star. Acting, modeling, dancing. I did everything under the sun that you can imagine in the entertainment industry in Japan. So I would do a lot of voiceovers for companies like Epson, Sony, Panasonic, and in Japan, as maybe some of your followers know, everything is over-exaggerated.
Yeah.
And you have to learn quickly that when you're going to auditions in Japan for any of the commercials, for any of the voiceover, that you want to go over the top at first, and they will reel you in and say, oh, that was too much. But usually it was never too much. They're like, oh, that's what we want. Oh my God, this tastes great. Because
Something like that?
Yeah, they love that about foreigners, is that freedom of expression. So the point I'm trying to make is that I'm very animated. Some people would say I'm dorky here in America because of my energy, but in Japan that just worked so well. So I did Major League Baseball announcing, the World Baseball Classic announcing in the Tokyo Dome and in different stadiums. So I have that announcer voice. And when I told them I did that already, that was the way of getting the Mario Kart job.
Yeah, because baseball is really big in Japan. I believe it's the most popular sport there. And
like it switches off with baseball and soccer, baseball and soccer.
Yeah, you'll definitely get a lot of credibility if you're a baseball announcer there.
Yeah.
So it sounds really cool. Now, another question I had for you is, if there was an audition, which, let's face it, there was, you announced it, what was it like? What was it like auditioning for Bandai Namco? And just how was the overall experience?
Now, okay, because it was 13 years ago, I honestly cannot remember if there was an audition. I did not have a voice reel at the time. I think it was just the fact that there might have been a meeting. I don't know, but it would be something. If there was a meeting, they'd be like, okay, Justin, so you've done this, this, and this in voiceover, and you were the World Baseball Classic announcer and Major League announcer and K1 ring announcer. So I'm an announcer. Now you want somebody to be a video game announcer for Mario Kart. The next question is, do you know Mario Kart? Yes, I do. Do you like Mario Kart? Yes, I do. Why do you like it? So in Mario Kart, I've always noticed, even though I'm extremely good at it, I'll probably be first the whole time. And when I'm playing my nieces and nephews or friends, they could be in last place, but on the fourth lap, usually the last person can get that star more often than not, and it gives them a chance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I like that about it. It's just kind of fun that it's always up to that fourth lap to decide the winner. And when I play with my nieces and nephews, they're younger, and if they don't have a chance to win, they'll lose interest. So just the fact that they have that chance, I think, makes Mario Kart an amazing arcade game. I also love the fact that in Japan, when I went to game centers, that's what they call arcades, game centers. When I go to game centers, you have the 4 seats. You can play it with your friends at the same time. It's better than just someone watching and waiting for the game to end, and then, oh, let me see if I can beat your score.
Yeah, I mean, Mario Kart's always kind of been like that, but I feel with the arcades, there's really the experience that you don't get on the consoles or even the handhelds, where you have the physical wheel and you have the gas pedal, and it's just so cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think Mario Kart, even though it's a game of luck, there is a little bit of skill involved, but it's something that anyone can really learn. It's why you don't really see Mario Kart competitions, because it's not so much as competitive as it is just a fun game to play. So I really think that's a cool experience you had, where you just went in, they knew how good you were of an announcer, they knew you got that voice and loved Mario Kart, so obviously you were great for the job. So question 3 is, what was your experience with the Mario Kart series before? What games did you play in the series? Because everyone had game that they played when they were younger or grew up on. The ones I grew up on specifically were Mario Kart DS, Mario Kart Wii. Those were my go-to games. But I'm curious to know what yours were.
All right, so you have to help me out again. I feel so bad because you're not asking a video game. You're not asking a gamer. That's the thing. I think the here's gonna date me. I think the last console I ever owned was the original Nintendo.
The original Nintendo.
The original. So, what was the first Mario Kart? What game system did it come out on?
It was called Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo.
Okay.
It was a purple and gray box, considering you lived in North America during that time, I believe. So
Okay.
that was probably the one that you played.
So I would have to go to a friend's house to play on the Super Nintendo. Now I remember Super Nintendo. I didn't own one, so the original Mario Kart is what I first played. I always loved the racing games, so the Mario Kart one, the first one, I just like that you could. It wasn't. You could handle the driving very easily. There are some driving games that it's too like driving a real car, so it's too advanced.
Yeah.
You step out, you hit the walls, and it's not fun. Mario Kart was very easy to handle, and I remember playing just that one. And then whatever is on. Oh man, I can't remember. I don't even know what's the latest version I've been playing.
So the latest one, I'm guessing, is Mario Kart 8 on the Switch, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and even though that was a Wii U game before, that's probably the one you're playing.
Thank you. So
You're welcome.
I just went from Super Nintendo Mario Kart, moved to Japan, saw it in the arcades, played whatever was at the arcade for Mario Kart, came back to America and played on my nieces and nephews' console. We didn't play my last trip out there, but we have played like last Christmas we did play Mario Kart. So whatever that Mario Kart is, where you choose the lands, the rainbow slides, all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's 8. That's the one everyone's been playing. I mean, some people have been playing it much longer than others, especially ones like me who had it on the Wii U. But considering that you're not so much of a gamer and you're just playing with your nieces and nephews, just casually, I mean, it's the best Mario Kart in the series, and going from Super to then voicing in the arcade one to then going to 8, you're probably just blown away like, what the hell happened? This is insane.
Two things that blow me away with the newest Mario Kart was when someone could fog up your screen with the mud.
Yeah, the blooper ink.
Okay, the blue. Yeah, so that, and then with your drive, the wheel would get stuck. What's that called?
The wheel would get stuck?
You couldn't drive. You couldn't drive. Well.
Now, you get hit with items, you get hit with shells, and you get hit with stuff, but I was thinking, maybe it was in the arcade one you played, because there is an item that makes the wheel spin out, so...
Okay.
I remember you narrating that, too.
Yeah, that's the thing is, you have to remind me what I said. I just remember that during the actual recording, it was a list of terms. I had to go, Luigi in first place, Luigi in second place, Luigi in third, Luigi in fourth, Luigi in sixth.
You still got it.
Yeah.
You still got it. After all these years, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Now, when we initially talked, you were kind of worried that you couldn't do the voice after 13 years, but I gotta say, you still got it in you. And I'll definitely take advantage of that in the later part of the interview.
Okay.
Alright, but let's see. In question 4, I'm guessing this question was already answered because you kind of described it already. What is your favorite Mario Kart?
Oh. You mean the character I choose?
No, favorite Mario Kart game.
Oh, the latest.
The latest?
Yeah.
So your favorite is the latest game and not the one you were in?
Well, the thing is, I've never really gotten to experience the one I was in. It's not. You can't buy the one I'm in, right? It's only at arcades. And if is it still? I don't know.
Because I was talking to my friend 64 iOS, who's also a big Mario Kart fan, and he's telling me that in Vegas they have arcades that often have it, and in my area they don't have the arcade machines that often. The ones they do have is the new one at Dave & Buster's, Arcade GP DX, and it looks better graphically. It has some cool design courses, but obviously you're not getting the authentic Justin Berti announcement. You're getting someone else. I mean, 2 is the best Mario Kart Arcade game by far, I would say, because it has the coolest tracks, it has the best roster, you can save the game, and you can, well, depends the way you play it, because I know in Japan you can save your progress.
Oh, really? I have no clue how that works. I just remember we took our pictures, and then whoever wins, wins. But, you know, we put the
it's
point
super cool.
left.
But that's so weird, because I thought you would have a lot more experience playing the game, but considering it is an arcade game and you're not so much of a gamer, I kind of understand that, but come on, Namco didn't even give you a complimentary arcade cabinet?
No, nothing. They paid me well. It was a decent. I looked at that as a voiceover job, so it was a decent voiceover job. And when you're an actor like me, it's like you do it and then you're on to the next. You gotta
exactly.
Find a job. And when I went into an arcade maybe 7 years ago, or when I would visit America, I would go in, and if I heard, it was great to hear my voice. I love that. It was so cool. But I actually would have to go on YouTube to listen to people playing it to hear my voice.
I think it's super cool hearing the announcement. I mean, the console Mario Karts don't even have that. You just get the regular music, and it's not as exciting. You don't get as exhilarated. And I think it'd be awesome to have in Mario Kart 9. So, hey, Nintendo, if you're watching this, you got a guy right here who can do some great announcement. So, anyway.
You don't need to get a voiceover actor in Tokyo. I'm here in America, Los Angeles. Let's go.
Let's go. Get Justin Berti for Mario Kart 9. Next question is, who is your favorite Mario Kart character? Now, we all have a favorite, but my favorite's Funky Kong or Waluigi.
Okay.
Those are my personal favorites, but who are yours?
Mine is Donkey Kong. And then my second choice is just Wario, because I'm going to win. Right? Is that what he said? I'm going to win.
Yeah, he says that.
Yeah. So those are the two I would choose the most. And then if I felt that my friends were winning, this is if I'm at the arcade. If I needed more speed, I would then choose Pac-Man. Is this the right one? Is that correct? Or is this 8?
With characters that have acceleration, Pac-Man's definitely not in the latest game. He's only in the arcade games. When characters have more acceleration, it's easier to get more speed with them. That's why people like to choose the lightweight characters, because you can have more speed, they're easier to control. A character like Wario and Donkey Kong, you really have to be good with them. But Pac-Man's my favorite in the arcade game, but what's the reason why Wario... I know why Wario is, because he says, I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
But Donkey Kong
is just... It looks so funny, this huge, massive thing on a small cart. And what I thought, or what I felt, is that Donkey Kong could really maneuver and hit people harder, right? They throw them off course.
Yeah, he's a lot heavier than the other characters, so that's why it's easier to use him if you're going to knock off characters and just try to get first place better. Because there always is an element of luck, but if you are really good with the heavyweights, then you'll have a good chance of winning.
Yeah. So definitely Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I like Donkey Kong too. Mario Kart Wii had Funky Kong though, but if he was in the arcade games, I know you'd choose him.
Yeah.
He's Donkey Kong but cooler.
Yeah.
So, my next question is, you didn't work for Nintendo directly because Nintendo didn't have much to do with this project at all. It was mainly Bandai Namco developing the game. So what was the experience like working for them? What was it like working behind the scenes at Namco? And just overall, what was the experience like? Was it good?
Oh, it was fantastic. It was an easy day. I don't even think it was more than 3 hours. Understand that I have an agent contact me via email. Justin, we would like to submit you to a voiceover job for Mario Kart. I reply, yes, I'm available that day. I love Mario Kart. I actually play it. Tell them I'm an announcer, this and that. And maybe I had a YouTube clip or a video of me announcing at the game. They send it in like, they love your voice. You got it, because of the experience I had. So I walk in and I'm dealing with, I can't remember the day, if I'm dealing with someone from Namco that's in the studio listening to what I'm doing, or if I'm just doing a sound editor who was giving me direction. But from what I remember, it was so simple, and there wasn't much direction because I've got it already. I know you're talking about a Mario Kart game. It has to be high level, high tension the entire time. Shell shock, whatever it was. They love that in Japan. So they'd say, do it 4 times. Shell shock, whatever it might be. And then they chose the one they liked the best.
Yeah, because definitely with your performance, it's very animated and suits the game well. And I felt tense playing it throughout the entire time. Like, just going through the game, hearing the announcement, bullseye, misses, Donkey Kong makes a perfect pass. The race is at the halfway mark. You really do got that animated personality and voice. You definitely got that down. So you'd be great for more Mario games, like I said before. Not just Mario Kart, but if they're going to make a Mario baseball game again.
Oh,
no, Namco also developed the Mario baseball games. Oh, and if they need... Yeah. Let's see, you never played them?
No.
So I'll tell you what they're like. They're baseball at its core, but with a Mario twist. The one I played is Super Sluggers on the Wii, and it has a huge roster of characters. The gameplay is a little bit easy, but really fun. And considering that you announced MLB in Japan, and you work with Namco, that's definitely a cool idea if they're going to make a third Mario baseball on the Switch. That's something a lot of people have wanted, and I think the announcement would really help.
That would be incredible. I would love to play it because I love baseball games, but I can just imagine, right? Donkey Kong, he's a slugger, probably strikes out a lot, but if you put it in the sweet spot, it's always going to be a home run kind of game, right?
Yeah. Okay. I feel like he uses I think he uses a banana instead of a bat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. If you thought it was funny seeing him in a cart, I mean, just imagine him using a banana to hit a baseball. That would be hilarious. So.
Nice.
It's definitely a game you should check out. It's on the Wii. I think most people had a Wii, but...
Okay. I might buy it for my nieces and nephews for Christmas.
Yeah, definitely. A Wii is always something worth considering to get because, I mean, I'm 20 now, and I still have the Wii from when I was 10 years old, and it's still so much fun to play. Especially Wii Sports. Those were the good old days, so... This was a question that I'm very curious to know, and we kind of touched on it earlier. I mean, you said you can't buy the game anywhere. But considering that this game was developed on similar hardware to that of the Wii and the GameCube, did you hear anything about a potential release on it for the GameCube or the Wii? Because being a voice actor, I'm sure you would like to know, hey, where could I buy this game or how could I buy it? But did you hear anything if it was going to come to the GameCube or Wii?
Oh, no, not at all. Not at that time. It was just, I don't think it will because of what the contract I signed was your voice is only used in the arcade version. Because if they were going to sell it as a individual game, then I would have to get more money.
So maybe that's why they haven't fully released it yet.
Yeah.
So that's why it's had just a limited release to the arcade. That's why they can't really re-release it, because if they were to, you'd have to get paid royalties, correct?
Yeah, I would assume so, yes.
Yeah. So I think that answers a pretty big question, because I've been advocating for these Mario Kart arcade games to be ported over to Nintendo consoles. This was before the Switch. This was during the Wii U, where that thing had a camera. It was perfect. If you could take your picture, you could race. I mean, it'd pretty much be the arcade experience at home, minus the wheel and everything. But now knowing that there could be some issues with royalties and just, there are more issues beyond them just not wanting to port these games because, I don't know, they just didn't want to, or Nintendo's worried that it'll compete with their other Mario Karts. Nintendo's a weird company. I know you're an actor firsthand and just happen to have a Mario Kart role, but let me tell you, Nintendo's a really weird company. Although Namco, they're more predictable, but I think there needs to be more people out there saying they want to see these arcade games ported to actual consoles.
That would be great. I would buy it, but of course, I would also want to contact my Japanese agent and go, hey, where's the money? They're using my voice.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure they'd make enough money, though, where they could pay you royalties and it wouldn't be a problem. And you'd also get a little bit more spending money, so, hey, I think it'd be a great thing.
I wouldn't mind, but I think the world we live in now, royalties is a thing of the past, which is unfortunate, and now it's just the world of buyouts. This is our idea. We want to use your voice any way we want. Here's the buyout price. Are you okay with that? That's what I experienced in LA for the last 5 years.
Now, is the culture different in Japan versus LA, or it's the same all around the world?
Well, there is no residual payments in Japan. It was always a buyout, but like for a term. Will you do this commercial for 1 year at this price? And you have the option of saying yes or no. But as many, it doesn't matter how many times that showed on Japanese television. Now here in America, it's about the same because there's union and non-union commercials, and there's not as many union commercials as there were 5 years ago, and that's when you get residuals. But as a talent is always at the bottom of the pay list. Always.
Yeah, unfortunately that's the case because, you're an actor in commercials and short films. Well, I make YouTube videos. It's completely different, but I know exactly how you feel because sometimes I'll just post a video that took like a few minutes to make her like an hour that I didn't put much effort into, and the views are sky high and it does super well.
Yeah.
But when I put a lot of effort into something and put my heart into it, sometimes it doesn't do as well as I want. So yeah, I totally agree with you that talent is sometimes at the bottom.
Yeah.
This also got kind of answered, but I think it's still cool. I want you to do the announcer voice again, like say some of the lines from the game.
Can you give me, for example, what would be the final thing if it was like Mario wins? What would they say?
Finished!
Finished?
Yeah, like that.
First place, Luigi second, Princess third. Was that also?
I think you had to get first place to win. But you would hear, like, Luigi is in third place, I believe, when you were racing.
Okay. You have to give me one. I forgot what they were.
I could give you some new ones.
Okay.
Because if Nintendo makes Mario Kart 9, we're going to have to train you to say these things.
Okay.
Alright. Funky Kong uses the flame runner and breaks a game.
Funky Kong uses the flame runner? Funky Kong uses the flame runner and breaks the game.
Yes.
Okay. Flame. What was it?
Runner.
Runner. Flame runner. And breaks the game. Flame runner. Funky Kong uses the flame runner and breaks the game.
Perfect. Do it again.
Okay. Funky Kong uses the flame runner and breaks the game. Donkey Kong uses the flame runner and breaks the game.
Awesome. Funky Kong is OP.
Funky Kong is OP.
Pink Gold Peach steals a spot in the roster.
Pinkle Peach steals a spot in the roster.
Waluigi will never be in Smash.
Waluigi will never be in Smash.
Luigi gives us the death stare.
Luigi gives us the death stare.
Nintendo, make Mario Kart 9 instead of just selling 8 Deluxe.
Nintendo, make Mario Kart 9 instead of selling 8 Deluxe.
You got it. But this is so cool. Some other things you said in the game were Mamechi. Now, Mamechi is a Kamidachi character, which, it's not even a Mario character, it's this little, you know what they were, right? That was big in the 90s. Yeah, the Japanese little pets, they were on like a little calculator type thing, and you'd take care of them. Now, did they have to tell you how to pronounce Mamechi? Because if I saw that, I would have probably been confused.
Hold on one second. Hold on. Now you're bringing up memories. Hold on.
Oh, this is going to be cool.
I need you to spell it out for me.
M-A-M-E...
Hold on one second. M-A-M-E...
E-T-C-H-I.
T-C-H-I?
Yes.
Mamechi.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, Mamechi. Do they look like ghost faces?
I mean, here's what Mamechi looks like right here. You remember?
Oh, Mamechi. Oh, gosh. Yeah, Mamechi.
So, did they have to tell you how to pronounce Mamechi's name? Because if I saw that, I would have been thrown off guard.
Well, I've been living there and I spoke the language, so I could guess.
Do you speak Japanese fluently?
Not fluently, but enough to get by for 12 years and have my own TV show where I was speaking in Japanese.
How hard was it to learn?
It's difficult, but also I'm an actor, so I'm used to, like, I did Shakespeare plays, and Shakespeare is like a different language, but it's just memorization. So I would remember a formula. You say this, this, and this. You put your adjective here, and you put, you know, your noun there. Learn more adjectives and learn more nouns, and you can say more things. I would have to control the conversation. I couldn't talk about politics. I did not understand it when spoken to me, but I could speak enough to rent an apartment, get on the train, go to the movies, do any normal activity. I was fine. And then I just had to ask people to repeat themselves, or whenever I heard a word, I would say, what does that word mean? And then they would change it, because there's different levels of respectfulness in their language.
Yeah, because there's a high respect towards elders, and you're probably going to use the highest respected word for them.
Yeah.
It's a very different language than English or Spanish or anything like that.
Yeah.
And
not based in Latin.
Yeah, it's not based in Latin for sure. I know a little bit of a language that's not based in Latin. Greek is a little bit different, but it's not so different enough where it's very hard to understand like Japanese is. So I'm proud you're able to do that, and that's super cool.
Yeah, it helped as a foreign talent there to learn Japanese. Only helped get more jobs.
Now, after living in Japan for 12 years, would you recommend someone like me live there? Because I've been thinking about, you know, that'd be a cool place to live.
I absolutely, look, I always tell people, if Hollywood existed in Japan, right after this Skype conversation, I would get my credit card, what I have on now, and move. If it existed, because there's not enough work for an actor like myself. There's not enough work for foreigners to do true acting. Commercial acting is wonderful, it pays the bills, but if you've ever seen any of the movies I've done, like I was in a TV show called Submission, a movie called Frontera, these are dramas, and it's incredible. As an actor, I want to do dramas. I want to be on TV, and I want to be in movies, not on commercials.
And just overall, your experience in Japan, it was very nice. It was just
a 10. So 1 being
10?
terrible, 5 being so-so, 10 being the ultimate. 10, I give it a 10. So, okay, if it's a 10, why did you move back? Well, there's certain things that it could not satisfy me with, and it just had to do with dramatic roles and actually acting roles. I mean, you know, for the rest of my life, I can go, yay, 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 yay. Oh my God, ooh, oh! You know, that's what Japan is. So when I would go see movies in Japan, I'd be in the theater salivating, going, oh my God, I can do this. But at the same time, my heart hurt, because I'm like, that's what I want to do. I don't want to do. Ding, 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 ding.
Going on from a conversation about Japan, going on to the game,
Yeah.
do you know if there was any cut content from the game, like characters or tracks, or
No.
anything?
No idea. Like,
So you're
like I said, it was a 3-hour day.
So they just told you, okay, we need you to record some lines, and then just had you for that, and then after that, they just send you on your way and to the next acting gig.
Yeah. I've actually given you more content than truly deserves for this interview. I felt so embarrassed, because I'm like, I don't even remember some of the lines. I don't even remember that day. I remember doing it. I remember being excited and happy to be a part of a video game that I love. But it was that simple of, wow, he's a baseball announcer. He's a mixed martial arts announcer. He's got the voice. He's got the energy. He knows the game, so he knows what he's talking about, Turtle Shock, and he knows the character.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's use him.
So going from a Major League Baseball role to Mario Kart, they just saw you as a good fit for it. So there wasn't really much to it, and you didn't really get to see some insights in the development, but
No.
I was going to let you know. There is a way you can play the game. It's unofficial. There are 2 ways. You can get a Wii and modify that to play it on the Wii. It's a little bit of work, but I'm sure if you followed a tutorial, you would be able to do it.
Wow.
Or you could play it on your computer. I'm assuming you have a computer that's powerful enough, like something that is good, at the very least.
This is my computer, my iPad.
Oh, your iPad. So you
Yeah.
don't have a desktop or laptop or anything?
No.
I guess for an acting gig, it could be different, because an iPad, I don't think that would work for Mario Kart Arcade, so you might need to look into getting a Wii. But
Yeah.
you could hear your voice and play it for yourself. Super cool.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. What I really want to do is be with my nieces and nephews and go to an arcade and find that game and play with them.
No, what you can do is you can look at arcades in your area, and you can see the reviews, and you can look at the pictures of the arcade. And if they have a machine, do they know you voiced them in the game or the announcer?
Say that one more time.
Do they know you voiced the announcer in the game? Because that would be a shock. Like, oh, there's Uncle Justin in the game.
I think they know I've told them that, but I don't think they really understand that that's actually my voice, because I don't think they've ever played it.
Really?
Yeah. So I would love them to hear it.
I mean, yeah, I could definitely help you if you ever want to get a Wii and you need someone to help you modify it. I could definitely help you out, and you guys can play it at home because...
Oh, wow. I think they have Wii, so when I go back for Christmas, I'll be in touch with you. And
yeah.
See if we can do...
Let's see, if you're using... No, I don't even think you need a GameCube controller for it. All you need is an SD card, and then you can modify it. You need to get the game somehow, where I could help you out with that.
Okay.
And then you can play it on the Wii. And of course, the one you're going to want to play is GP2. Yeah. Not just because it's a better game, but obviously you're the announcer, so that's the one.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Yeah, I'll definitely help you out. In fact, I might even make a tutorial about it to share with you and my viewers, because, you know, if Nintendo's not going to give us a way to play this game officially, I mean, you got to look for other ways. And it'd be super cool on Christmas where you could show your nieces that game and that you were in it.
I would love it. So I'll be in contact with you because I will be going there Christmas and see what we can do.
Sounds great. So before we wrap up this interview, are there any final thoughts you had? Just overall, what do you think of the role? Everything about it? What was your favorite part of it? Anything you would do differently? And just overall, would you like to collaborate with Nintendo and Namco again?
Of course I would want to collaborate with them. I would love to do anything that has to do with my voice and their fun games. Mario Kart happens to be my favorite racing game. So now to know that I'm a part of that history is amazing. Unfortunately, I don't remember the actual day and all the lines, and I can't give you more of that background, but there is something that makes me proud, like the time I heard my voice in a arcade live, and then when I see people playing it on YouTube and hearing my voice, and the fact that you wanted to interview me, I'm honored. Again, like I said at the beginning, or maybe we didn't say this, I can't believe I'm being interviewed for something I did 13 years ago that most people don't care. You know, on my IMDb Pro, people don't care that I'm the voice announcer for that game.
I mean, with games, it's a little bit different, but, you know, I pay attention to this stuff because I'm a huge Mario Kart fan, and you gotta admit, it's pretty cool being interviewed for this. Is this your first time being interviewed for Mario Kart?
Of course. Probably my first and last.
Your first and last?
I don't think anybody else is going to interview me for it. That's what I mean.
Well, they'll definitely look into some of your other work after this video, and who knows, maybe you'll get some interviews for stuff that you'd kind of expect to get interviewed for instead of just, oh my gosh, I'm getting interviewed for a game that I did 13 years ago. But I gotta say, this was a very fun interview to do. And like I said before, if you want help playing Mario Kart Arcade GP 2 on the Wii, I'm here for you. I can help you out. So keep in contact.
I will.
And it was awesome having you here.
Thank you so much, Demetrius. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. This has been Demetrius and Justin Berti. And as always, keep calm and da-da on.